So this is Talkaoke, pop-up talk show. Anything in particular you want to get the ball rolling with? Margot?
There was something that I wanted to ask Will. Because obviously he's Will. I'm just about to ask you a question, and I didn't really care that you weren't in the room. But since you're here, I'll ask you now. You know how you're a teacher, but you're also a musician, or at least a sound sample man. How do you, like...
No, I'm a musician.
Right, okay, cool. I'm glad we established that.
Yeah.
Two different personalities, how do you... Or do they ever come together in one of your roles, or either both of your roles?
Can I just turn the mirror on you, Margot? Have you got multiple roles? And how
I do. I'm not coping.
Okay, you're not coping. Okay, we're going to find out a little bit more about it. So we've got Al here, we've got Will, we've got Margot. My name's Mikey, and we're talking about multiple roles. Earlier on, before we officially started, we heard that Will is a musician and he's a teacher. How does he combine the roles? Let's find out.
Well, I would say that professionally I'm a teacher, and being a musician is my hobby.
Right, okay.
So I would say that I'm not really doing two roles. I'm doing a role and a hobby. And an artistic outlet.
Okay,
exactly.
we've got a new face to say. We've got Margot, we've got Al, we've got Will. What's your name?
Borja.
We're talking about a double role. Will insists that he's a professional teacher, but a hobbyist musician. Didn't sound like that when he was doing the sound check. But anyway.
You sounded very confident and kind of and then this whole teacher thing came out. I was like, what?
Let's spread this around. Has anyone else got like a Borja? Have you got more than one?
Yeah. I don't know. I do many things.
More than one string to your bow?
Yeah, I'm a promoter. I'm a DJ. Make music with him sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm also working in the fashion industry.
Right.
With retail design. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Many things.
If you work in fashion industry, do you sometimes look at people on the street and go oh my days, what you're wearing? It's just shambolic. I'm saying that as I'm putting on this horrendous jacket. It's not even mine. There you go.
All right, well let's spread this around. So
I feel really self-conscious. Like she's judging me now.
Yeah, I did for a second, but then I thought. Al, any thoughts? Have you got multiple roles?
No, not really. No.
Have you got one role?
I'm an editor.
Right.
My only other roles would be like video game player.
Right, okay. So you're very much
brewer. Brew my own beer.
Okay. That's good. Yeah.
But they don't feel like roles. Yeah. They feel like hobbies.
Right. Okay.
Something you have to do.
Okay. So we've got quite a creative table. So we found out we've got. We've got promoter, musician, fashionista. I'm going to say.
I mean, I work in the fashion industry, in the retail industry, but I don't see myself as a fashionista. I work in the industry, but I work more like doing set design or design of the stores. Like I don't.
Okay, right. So you set the scene in a way.
I'm more street, like the way I see myself. But I understand.
Okay, so where do we want to go? We want to talk about the judgment of the fashion industry. We want to find out what Margot's multiple.
I want to know what Margot's role is.
And why are you not coping? What's going on?
Oh, it's just, I've been thinking about it today. I mean, I've been thinking about it a lot in the recent weeks. You got lost. I'm not you as well.
Okay, we've got a new face. What's your name?
Nikki.
Nikki? Yeah. We've got Borja, we've got Will, we've got Al, we've got Margot and Mikey.
What's your name, sorry? Mikey.
Mikey. And I just want to put a call out to anyone else in the room. You're very welcome to come and sit on the table and chat. We're currently talking about juggling multiple roles. Now, Al doesn't do that. He's an editor, and we know from editors that they need to focus.
Yeah.
They can't do multiple roles.
I mean, a man.
It's a casual round table. Love that.
So men can't do multiple roles.
More than it's alright, is allowed to joke.
Just the multitasking.
He's drinking talking. Guys, is it true? Because I've heard on the floor you guys can't multitask. But do you think it's true or is it a myth.
Well, I mean,
I think white men are victims, and I think I'm joking.
I do find it hard to multitask, but then again I find it hard to unitask as well.
It said never whistle while you're pissing. And I think it was a warning against multitasking because you're not actually focusing on any one thing if you're trying to do two things at the same time. So actually to get the best, you should focus all your attention on the main subject.
Okay, focus, yeah.
I love that mic. Do you know why? It goes with my actual bag. I had not thought that would be the case, but it is. But you know, about focusing on one singular thing, I'm recently like rediscovering joys of going on the toilet without my phone in hand. You know, without my phone, You know, it's possible. And my phone is ringing, it's not just a tune.
Okay, all right.
I need to go and get something.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Hello. Kane.
Hello.
Kane, you're on a speaker.
Hello. Hello. Hang on. Hello.
Hey, you have to hear me.
You're live on Talkaoke.
Oh, great. You can't let me in.
Yeah, we'll send someone down to let you in. Have you got anything to add to the tape? Do you find it hard to multitask?
And ask if his name's on the list.
Do I?
No,
Yeah.
No, ask if his name's on. No, we weren't about to say. Ask if his name was on.
Yeah, okay. All right. I don't know. All right, we're coming down. Okay, so anyway, so that's Kane. Okay, so where are we going to go with this? Do we want to talk about the multitasking myth? Is it a myth? Is it true?
Can we talk about the colonization of Mars?
No.
Oh, okay, fine.
We could link the two subjects. Will it be possible?
Well, the reason I bring it up because the ultimate multitasker is Elon Musk, who wants to build a colony on Mars and run Tesla and run PayPal. So he's kind of my multitasking idol.
Okay, well let's throw this back to Nikki. Okay.
No, listen, please don't throw anything back to me because I have not got a clue what you're talking about.
Have you heard of Elon Musk?
I have, yes, but I mean, in terms of multitasking, no.
Well, he's having a baby.
Is he a multitasker, Elon Musk?
So he's
What's that?
He's having a baby with Grimes.
Okay, himself or with some?
No, Elon Musk. Grimes, the singer. You know?
Really?
Yeah, and actually, talking about multitasking because he's releasing a new album, he created an avatar that is going to be basically the one that's going to do the promotion. So it's going to be a digital persona while she's pregnant having a baby, which is really interesting. So you can create an avatar if you want to multitask. You're like, I'm going to get someone else.
That really is
to do it for me.
But is he doing it at the same time? That's what I want to know. Having the baby is want to see all that.
It may be multitasking, but it's also pretentious bollocks.
Okay. I don't think so. I mean, it's all multitasking pretentious bollocks?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got lots of respect for Grimes because actually, you know, Boiler Room, which is kind of like the DJ thing, like. So she went to Ibiza and she played in August All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah to troll them. Right. So I think it's amazing when people do something like that. Yeah.
Can you multitask? That's what we're talking about at the moment. Is multitasking a myth? Is Elon Musk the kind of the multitasker extraordinaire? Thank you, Will. That's what we're talking about at the moment. This is Talkaoke Talk Show. We've got Nikki, we've got Borja, we've got Will, we've got Al, and then Mikey. Come and take a seat. There's no commitment needed. Come on have a seat. Okay, well, you've got to face your fears sometimes. Face the fear. Okay, well, come and unitask around the table. Okay, that's Talkaoke, welcome. Oh no, didn't persuade them. Okay, where are we going to go from here then? Do we want to talk about Elon Musk? Do we want to talk about Grimes? Do we want to talk about trolling? Do we want to talk about...
Trolling's fun. Trolling's fun, yeah.
Have you ever trolled anyone?
Well, I just trolled you then by saying that white males are an oppressed minority.
Have you ever been trolled?
I get trolled every day in my job.
Really?
Yeah.
As a musician?
No, as a teacher.
As a teacher, right. Yeah. So, I mean, how does that... Tell us about it. You know, the thing in Talkaoke, it's always good when you get a bit personal and you kind of find out these things. Tell us about the trolling, Will.
I'm trying to think of a recent example. I had a student yesterday, actually, who, quite severe ADHD, who actually managed to develop quite an amazing skill as I was watching. Yeah. He was leaning back and he had a bottle in his mouth.
Yeah.
And he was blowing the bottle into the air.
Wow.
Via the like the whatever that is, the
neck.
Yeah, he was blowing it, and it was going up, and he was suspending it on a stream of air, and he was bringing it back into his mouth, and then he was blowing it up again.
Wow.
And I was watching this, and I was thinking, you know, I really should be stopping this because this is disruptive and it's like distracting the class. But it's really impressive, and I want to see how long he can keep this up for.
Yeah. Did he? I mean, at some point, surely he had to breathe.
Yeah. Well, he sort of breathed through the side of his mouth when it was back in his mouth, and
wow.
Yeah, it was good. It was impressive.
Yeah.
I mean. Yeah, that's
multitasking. That doesn't sound like trolling. That just sounds like performance art.
I mean
although when you're trying to learn about the you know,
you're trying to teach this kid
Nazi Germany, it's a little bit distracting, you know.
Right. So you were trying to teach the kid about the death camps.
The gravity of Nazi dictatorship. Yeah.
It's all about the context, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah. Time and the place is what I said. Time and the place.
Okay. So we found out that Will's a teacher, that Al's an editor. But with Borka does so many things, I can't even remember he can't remember.
I mean, he's the most talented, beautiful person that I know. He's absolutely, look at him. He's just, he's amazing. I love him so much. He's amazing.
Okay, wow, amazing.
You know, when you see someone and you get this energy and you just feel like, excited. That's how I feel when I see him.
Wow, amazing.
Lust, isn't it? That's called lust, I think.
I think you need to get back to your trolling. That's what I think.
Right, so where are we going to go with this? Do we want to talk about what a great, beautiful, wonderful person Borka? But we don't. The thing is, Nikki, we don't know that much about you.
Talk about Will because performance after.
Hang on a second, we've got a couple of people here. Come and take a seat on the. Kind of. This is the bar of chat. The bar's over there, actually. But so grab yourself a drink. I'll just explain. This is Talkaoke Pop-Up Talk Show. We're talking about multitasking. Is it true that men can't multitask? What about Elon Musk? He's going to Mars, and at the same time, there's a bit of multitasking. Anyway, we've got Nikki, we've got Borka, we've got Will, we have got Al, and Mikey. What's your name?
Lisa, hi.
Lisa, welcome. So that's what we're talking about at the moment. I don't know where we're going to go with this. We just found out that Borka is the most beautiful, wonderful, talented person in the universe, according to Nikki. Go and say a bit more about that.
He's absolutely, he's an angel.
Okay.
That's what he is.
Okay. Okay, so that's where we are right now. I mean, have you got any views on any of these subjects so far, Lisa? I know you've just stepped in.
Gender's the spectrum. Why do we have to be so black and white about the whole multitasking thing? Yeah? Okay, so how would you rephrase it? How would you kind of like throw it back to the table? Back to the table. I hate radio because this is the kind of radio principle. Now I have to think for a while.
Okay, well I'll come back to you. Well, maybe, no, but this is different because everyone else is gonna help you out. It's like, okay, so gender's a spectrum. Are we just being a bit too black and white here, just saying men can't multitask apart from Elon Musk? Is it a bit more nuanced than that? What about the question of gender being a spectrum? Where are you on the spectrum of gender?
I once, I remember I did one of these tests, online tests, right?
Yeah.
About how do you think, and I thought 100% as a woman.
Okay, so
100% as a woman. They said and I was like, okay, so you know.
So you've got what does it mean to have a female mind?
I don't know, but I can multitask.
Yeah, you can multitask.
I mean, all these things are coming out.
I mean, how feminine a trait is actually multitasking anyway? I mean, is it a feminine trait, or is it
feminine or masculine about it? I mean, it's devoid of gender, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. Okay. I mean,
where do you? If you take two tasks, okay, right, and you're doing them at the same time, actually, you're probably doing them in series, a little bit at a time. One after the other.
Yeah.
Because you can't actually be doing two things at the same time.
Okay.
So you just
you're just swapping
between them very quickly.
Oscillating. You're not multitasking. You're oscillating.
So maybe the skill lies in people who can do things really quickly. So they'll stir their tea and write a novel at the same time, but divide the time very rapidly between the two things.
And check your phone messages at the same time.
We've talked about that earlier.
Check your phone messages simultaneously.
Yeah.
And then washing your hands without destroying your phone. Okay.
Yes, very important.
Yeah, really important. Follow up, follow through.
Okay, well, we're onto the subject of hand washing, which is big at the moment.
I recommend.
So much money, don't waste it.
Well, I was just going to put it on eBay.
Wow.
Oh, no, that's not it. That's
What is it?
I was just trying to find it in my bag. Let's hope nobody's stolen it. I know.
That's gelatinous.
Neil's yard.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Okay, has anybody not got some hand sanitizer around the table? Is it just me? I don't have any either, no.
I'm actually looking forward to getting coronavirus.
Really?
Get it out of the way. Get it. Everyone's going to get it. Let's just accept it. Get it out of the way.
I was in Singapore a week ago, and the husband was in Milan 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
I went to the airport 2 days ago to drop my cousin, and in the tube, like there was a whole group of Chinese people that came in. Two of them coughed, and half of the wagon left. And I thought it was really horrible and racist.
Yeah.
I was really like, whoa.
Yeah.
But everybody's super paranoid.
Okay, what is the right thing to do when a Chinese...
I was like, I was like, what? Yeah. What the fuck? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
And this poor lady, like, they were coming from whatever, they didn't even know where they were coming from, and then somebody coughed.
Okay.
Everybody left.
if you want to see it on the underground, or you want to get your coffee earlier.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll be okay with and we are a bit. To be honest, we are a bit worried about it during Talkaoke. Will all of our gigs get cancelled because of the corona?
the festival in Cannes, the MITCOM festival's being cancelled.
The what festival?
The MITCOM festival. Yeah, one of the it's the TV one, isn't it? Yeah, festival that's been cancelled.
Right.
Yeah, and I reckon that the Cannes Film Festival might also be cancelled as well. So they are,
Yeah.
I'm hoping all schools will be shut, because then I'll have a nice extended Easter holiday.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do in that time?
I'll make a lot of music in that time.
Okay, so you're going to be using that time to make... Let's just maybe find out what people are going to be doing when we're all self-isolating because of coronavirus.
I'm already ordering my Okada delivery for Monday for the next 2 weeks, and I'll be doing lots of yoga.
Right, yoga, right.
And just listening to music, reading scripts, and just reading books, and just having time to myself, really.
Okay.
In fact, I'm having parties as well.
All right, okay.
You invite, it'd be brilliant.
Okay, so you're going to have like a virtual party maybe. Okay, what are you going to do when you're self-isolating?
I'm going back to Madrid because if I die, it has to be closer to my family.
Right, okay.
So I'm going to just hang out with them and eat lots of Spanish food and,
sounds good.
Drink lots of vino.
Okay, so we've heard about you.
Wine kills coronavirus.
Okay.
So you just have to drink lots of wine.
Okay, so you're going to be making music. Anything else to add to that in your self-isolation sort of solo party?
I mean, no, not really. That's probably it. Maybe play. Oh, this is going to sound really nerdy. Kerbal Space Program.
Okay.
Not to me.
Okay. Come and take a seat.
Well, I have to drink the beer that I've made, and then I have to make more beer.
You're going to be making
drink
beer.
that.
Have a seat.
Hey, space person.
This is Talkaoke. This is like a human form of communication. Sit on this. Sit on this. And we're current. Have you heard of coronavirus?
Coronavirus. What's that?
Okay.
It's a bottle of beer that you can get at Sainsbury's now.
Come and see. So we're talking about as humans we are susceptible to this virus. So we're talking about what we're going to do when we isolate ourselves. And we've got Lisa, we've got Al, we've got Will, and we've got Borka and Nikki. What's your name?
Voren.
Voren and
Yala.
Yara. Yala. Okay, so
Always. Yalla. You only live always?
You only live always?
I am 487 years old.
Okay, so you've lived quite a long time.
I live, yes, but not on Earth.
Okay, so we're talking about the coronavirus. I don't know if you're familiar with this virus.
What does it do, this virus?
Okay, Lisa, can you explain a little bit about the coronavirus for the people?
Well, it causes mass hysteria in the last few days back in Australia.
Yeah.
We've had the police laser one bloke for getting into a fist fight in the toilet paper aisle at a supermarket in Tamworth, in northern New South Wales. And in Western Sydney, in Parramatta, someone pulled a knife in a fight over toilet paper.
What's going on with the toilet paper? How does the toilet paper connect with the virus?
I think it's Islamophobia. Because having lived in Islamic countries where you predominantly you don't have toilet paper. You've got the hose, you got the bidet.
Right. Okay.
And I've met quite a few people from a few Western countries who just can't get their head around the fact there's no paper in the room.
Okay, so it's like a weird fear.
I think it's kind of xenophobia, zombie fear, and Islamophobia. Okay. And it's all coming to a head in the toilet paper thing around the virus.
In the toilet paper aisle, exactly. Okay, so we've got some new faces at the table. So we've got Lisa, we've got Al, we've got Will, we've got Nikki, Borka. We lost Borka to coronavirus. And then we've got Yala and Vorn. What's your name?
My name's Kane.
And
Margot, and there's a spare beer apparently.
Yeah, can I go?
Yeah. But you might... This is,
Good Johnny Depp.
Anyway, so I'm just trying to... There's quite a lot to explain right now. Because we've got... Where are you from, Yala?
Amalgamia.
Say that slow.
Amalgamia.
Amalgamia. Is Voron from Amalgamia?
He's from the same planet, yes.
Yeah. So we've got people from a different planet. We're privileged to have them here. What's that? Oh, yeah. Sure. There we go. So basically, at the moment we're talking about a few things. Can men multitask? Is it even right to actually to genderize multitasking? Or even talk about this black and white gender identity? That's what Lisa said. But then we talked about the coronavirus and what's going on with that. It's a virus that's affecting our planet right now, and it causes mass hysteria and people to. Is it a gendered virus?
Gendered virus.
Is it? Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Have you got any questions?
What do you mean it's affecting your planet?
Okay.
I'm not familiar with this.
Can someone explain? Please. Come and have a seat. Come and get involved.
Yeah,
you're good at explaining.
You're so good at explaining, please.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Can you explain how's it affecting the planet?
Well, the latest conspiracy theory on social media has it that the RNA, ribose nucleic acid, has been implanted in chemtrails over China.
Yeah.
That it's the RNA, which is like DNA but different, is descending on the Chinese population across the whole country. And it's being breathed in with the chemtrail poisons and other toxins which will come from, GSK and
Just
Monsanto.
for the people from the other planet, what is a chemtrail?
Okay, a chemtrail is that line in the sky that's left behind by an aircraft.
You mean condensation?
A contrail with added chemicals.
Yeah. I'm just saying this is what the internet is saying. Okay, so the RNA is floating down out of the sky from the chemtrails. It's being planted by the Chinese government.
Right.
And people are breathing it in, and then it lies there dormant until the government activate the RNA with the 5G network.
Right, I see.
And then, and implanted in the RNA is COVID-19.
Okay.
And then they can activate it or not, depending on your obedience to society. We're using the 5G network.
Okay.
This is the latest, most beautiful conspiracy theory.
Yeah, it's sort of talking about, because we've been wanting to tie up threads. Al, what were you saying?
Apparently 8% of the Iranian government have been infected.
Right.
And I think it's just interesting that, China and Iran are both enemies of the USA.
Okay.
And Italy's famously aggressive to the USA.
Okay, let's have more cases in Russia.
Yeah, go back to it.
There's not a single case in Russia.
There's only one versus small one in the cares.
You're like, oh, why? There's no cases in Poland.
Apparently
Not in Russia.
Is it fake news in Poland? Because it's definitely fake news in the United States.
Brian said they put some big millions towards the prevention of corona.
Okay, so let's go back to the people from, what's it called again?
Amalgamia.
We've got Nikki, we've got Walker, we have got Al, Will and Lisa, and Margot and Kane, and we've got Paul here, and Yala, what's your name? So when we're talking about coronavirus and the planetary response to coronavirus, we've got people from another planet here. Do you have viruses on your planet?
We don't have any viruses.
I want to be. I'm moving to that planet.
That is, all the creatures live in harmony, and then no one is like, if someone has to die, they just go and die. No one is infecting anyone, hurting anyone else.
So they don't bring anyone else down.
Yes, like if you feel that it's just your time, just go and die.
Right.
Which is just, I think, the most humane way you would call it. Yeah.
Okay. So people just go.
Yes. So that's what we do in our planet. No one's forcing anyone.
I mean, would you like to have a virus just to wipe a few more people out?
Maybe one.
Yeah.
My stepmother, I don't know. I think it's wrong.
Yeah, it might be wrong. Okay. All right. Okay, so how do people feel about that? Could we adopt some of these amalgamia philosophies? Like when it's time for you to die, would you just simply go into a corner and die?
And all for you from outer space.
Thank you. When you want to start. And would that work? When would be the right moment?
Tell them I'm too busy. I'm too busy.
Isn't that what encouraging most people to do? We're well on track. We're well on track these days to encouraging most people to crawl off into a corner and die.
So it kind of
not be a burden to society.
Yeah. I mean, what are the hints that it's time to go and die? What are the hints that it's time to go and die?
The hints? Evidence of acute or chronic pain.
Yeah.
People no longer look in the eye.
Right. Okay.
An inability to keep out the weather, the climate.
Right. So we might be just about ready to go and die, quite a few of us on this planet. Anyway, I mean, what
We've just taken a sample. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. I've been being sampled for the last 3 weeks. So I'm used to
Yeah,
that.
I know you're okay.
Thank you.
But we need to be careful with what kind of samples we're taking. Because be here for research purposes.
I don't think
Joanna, Vaughan, anything on this side? Do you know when would be the right time to go and die? Or, I mean, are we encouraging people to call into a corner and go, that's what Lisa said.
What about explaining to children, slowly just breaking news to them about death and dying and maybe...
What do you mean?
By enacting dying?
No, I'm just saying, because Will here...
It's all like...
But Will is a templar. Are there any words from death and dying?
Maybe there should be. There are no workshops.
My goodness, the thing is this planet here. They're interfering.
Final thought, Joanna, before you go? Have you got a final thought?
The picture's just scared her off.
I've been there before and I loved it.
See?
We've got another. Are you from Amalgamate by any chance? Come and have a seat.
They went for endless, like the bomb dropped and their radiation really messed up with it, so they're really afraid. They might come back.
I feel we might be running out of batteries here.
Can you plug it in?
Yeah, I sort of feel like we. Anyway, maybe that's what it is. Anyway, it's fine if we probably turn everything down a little bit. Maybe that much. Okay, so where do we want to go with this conversation? Do we want to talk about?
I want to say on teaching children about death.
Yeah.
I mean, the standard a few years ago used to be you get a hamster because the average hamster has a lifespan of 2 years.
Yeah.
But I think we need to move towards the Drosophila fly.
Right, okay.
It's got a 24-hour life cycle.
Right, okay.
That's what we need to teach kids with.
Okay.
A hamster has too much longevity.
Right, and they don't learn fast enough.
Crisis that we're in.
Okay.
If they see that much death so quickly, they might become completely kind of immune to, they might become blasé about it.
No, I think the word you're looking for is resilience.
Okay, I mean, is it possible to bond with a fruit fly in the same way as it is to bond with a hamster? Do you have pets on your planet? I'm going to ask Foreign.
Yeah, the way it works though is slightly different. We tend to feel our animals a lot more. Like I see a lot of people doing that.
You do what?
We feel them.
You feel them?
No, not like touch them up. That's what she's thinking. We feel the presence of them. We feel their energy source. So it's very different. It's like when you communicate here, you're not really talking to the person. You have a thought about the next thing you're going to say.
Yeah.
So you're not really listening, and that's most of the issues on this planet.
Okay, so we're not listening to it, but do you listen to your pets, or do you just feel them?
You listen to every movement that they say because they express slightly different to you.
Okay.
In a sense, although you can be completely present with me right now.
Yeah.
And it's a very different state. But that means that you have to get away from the idea of what you're doing.
Okay. So are we listening enough? Are we feeling our animals enough?
What were you saying? I wasn't listening.
Okay.
I guess it just...
Yeah.
I was a late arrival. But I think there's a lot of euphemisms around death, which probably don't help in terms of helping us not have a sort of closeness to it. We talk about putting down animals, making them go to sleep.
Yeah.
You just kid. I mean...
Okay, I mean, we've got a lot of euphemism around death. Is that a good thing?
Yeah, is it something that... I mean, should we be being a bit more sort of realistic around the language we use, particularly around children?
I am. Well, I know, because I'm not listening to what they're saying. What about euphemisms? Yeah. Well, we're talking. I'll tell you what. I'll just bring you back in because we're talking about.
I mean, this conversation's going nowhere. This conversation's going nowhere. I mean, I'm switched off. I'm totally switched off.
Well, yeah. Okay, maybe tell us about your music before you go and play your music.
Well, I'm just waiting for the nod from the person running this place to go and play, but I will be playing some spacey electronica that I think suits the venue.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, Cosmo. Oh, come and join in. This is Talkaoke pop-up talk show. You don't have to say anything. Like Al's not said much.
I just would like to know: is there any heating? Because I'm absolutely freezing.
Okay. I mean,
do this to my music.
I mean, how does the temperature here compare to the temperature on your planet?
About the music. What is music? Can you explain? Because we're not.
You'll hear.
Is it something that you have to hear?
Something. Yeah, you'll hear.
But what is music?
It's
Nikki?
music. It's music which we will demonstrate, and it will vibrate. Yes.
Vibrations.
Vibrations,
Yeah.
and it's a beautiful feeling and experience.
Yeah.
I have a better answer.
Yeah.
Music is a collection of sounds organised in an aesthetically pleasing manner.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I'm doing all weekend.
What's a sound?
Sound is a vibration of air particles.
Okay, so it is a vibration of air particles. All right, I sort of feel like we're kind of losing the plot a little bit here, but.
They don't like to be engaged anymore. Lisa, come on up to Lisa.
Lisa's engaged. That's what I can tell. I can tell she's engaged. Yeah.
I just have to say I have to go. But
give us a final thought before you go.
I've really enjoyed meeting you all. It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
No, I've got stuff I've got to do. So anyway, but thank you all and good night.
Okay. Well, thanks very much.
Editors rather.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, so where are we going to go with this conversation? We've probably got about 5 or 10 minutes before Will needs to get onto his box of tricks.
I've been told to play at 8:30. So
what time is it now?
It's 8:09.
Okay, so we've got about probably 10 minutes to try and get some sense of of closure, of completion, of like we've gone somewhere with this conversation. That all of us here, Nikki, Borja, Will, Lisa, Margot, Kane, and Warren, we need to reach somewhere with Warren.
What is it we're trying to do in the first place, really?
What we're trying to do?
No, not right this moment, but what are we really trying to talk about? Are we really wanting to do some sort of change, or do we just like the idea of how it sounds like, or we just continue just blabbing on about things that don't really matter?
Do we really want... I'm going to turn... You know what we do? We've got a technique in Talkaoke called turn the mirror, where if someone asks a question like that, you go back to that person that asked the question. Do you want to change?
I do so daily. And at least I try to learn to.
Yeah.
I think that's the most important thing. I think we just get stuck in our... Oh, yeah.
I'm just recording.
Okay. Okay, well, let's go around the table on that one. Do we actually want to change, and how do we want to change? And are we willing to change?
Willing to change.
Yeah. Will, are you willing to change?
Me personally, or
yeah,
society?
Well, I don't know either really. Take it as you want.
I'd like to be a little bit more in touch with my emotions. Yeah. So I'm willing to change.
Okay, all right, that's an interesting question.
I think we're all changing all the time.
Yeah,
we're constantly changing, like whether we want or not.
Okay, so we can't help but change.
Yeah,
Are we changing in the right way?
We're not the same person that like we change all the time and evolve. And
I definitely feel like I've changed through this conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got older.
We've got older, more despondent in a way as well.
We're all more alienated and skeptical.
Okay, Lisa, do you want to change?
Oh, I accept the inevitability of change.
Yeah.
But I want to ask, why do you want closure? Seems to me it's a particularly masculine desire.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I always need closure too. I think
you're a man. You're a woman trapped in a man's body.
I always need to go to the bottom of things in order to move forward. Like I need to understand. I need to understand it, and I can move.
Okay, put them. I'll try and turn you up a bit. We're a bit lacking in batteries if I go up too high.
But you know, when there's a problem or something, or you have an argument with someone, for me, I have to understand the core of it and why it happened. And then when I understand it, I can move forward. Otherwise, I can't.
So it's about understanding to be able to move forward.
We're back to multitasking.
Yeah, maybe.
I can move on and take this whole experience and move on and do other things without the closure.
Okay.
Because I can multitask.
Excellent.
Yeah.
But there are things that you can never get to the bottom of, like the meaning of life.
Really?
Does that mean, yeah?
Well, that's what.
That's why you don't spend time thinking about.
Is life meaning? Well, we're getting very deep.
We make our own meaning.
Okay, we make our own meaning. Okay, Nikki.
I'm just sort of jumping back in the conversation because I was filming a little bit.
Okay, is life meaningless?
Absolutely not. I love life. Life is me. Life is amazing. I wouldn't change anything right now.
Okay, so let's just maybe try to not change this beautiful moment. We've got a beautiful moment happening here. Yeah. Right here. Okay, come and join in our beautiful moment. At the moment, we are just absorbing life and just appreciating it. We have got Warren, we've got Kane, we've got Margot, we've got Lisa, and we've got Will and Borja. And Nikki and Mikey, what's your name?
My name is Jordan, this is Joanna.
Okay.
Welcome. I'm going to have to dash on.
Okay, Lisa, give me a final but not closing thought. Give me a final thought. Non-closing, opening thought.
I'm just off to see the movie Parasite. I hear it's very, very good. I'll probably see it more than once.
Yeah.
I'll be probably ducking back in here tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see.
No, I haven't.
No. Most amazing movie.
Don't spoil it.
No, it's so fantastic. Literally, I was about to go to bed and then I couldn't because once you get hooked, that's it. It's the best. It deserved winning that Oscar, let me tell you that. It is brilliant.
This place is open late?
Well, I think we're open till 10.
Starting in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Parasite's not going to go because it's an Oscar winning, unless you've made a date or something, but if you haven't.
Somewhere over there.
Maybe just persuade him to go tomorrow.
Okay, all right. So anyway, I feel like I'm annoying these new people. So what we've got, what's your name again?
My name is Jordan and we are happy to be here.
Yeah,
we come to see, this is Joanna, my wife, and we come to see all the place around it because we are friends of Oscar.
Okay.
And I really enjoy it, so welcome.
Okay, thank you. And we've got earlier on we heard that Will here is playing some music very shortly.
For it. Yeah.
He's waiting.
Yeah, you're looking for it. You've got some new listeners here in.
What are you gonna play?
What are you gonna play?
I'm gonna play some music.
Well, what is music? What is music?
Music.
What is it though?
As I told you before, it's an aesthetically pleasing arrangement of sounds. It doesn't have to be notes. It just has to be sounds
I'll make a note of that.
that work together.
Okay.
Are there any participatory elements to your music? Because the good thing about like live gigs is like the musician goes like, everybody put your hands up in the air. Like this. No.
I'm going to be disappointing you. There's no lyrics. There's no like woo moments.
But could you just put your hands up in the air and hope that the rest of the crowd would do it? Will do what you
Okay, well I'll try and integrate some of those moments if I can.
All right.
To be honest, that's the beautiful thing about electronic music is normally like you can do whatever you want with it. Like some people dance, some people just kind of go like,
Okay, so people, it's that sense of freedom in a way.
It depends what you like.
Are you a musician?
Kind of, yeah. Like everything is being like sharp and different.
Right. Okay. So you like you like.
Probably I do. Yeah.
But yeah, I like in the music the fact that you get cues from the musician, from the live experience. It's like there's like when there's the building tension or whatever, and there's like the release, and in a way of course you can just like do it on your own, kind of like get into the zone on your own. But I think there's something quite beautiful when it's kind of orchestrated and is driven by music.
Okay, I mean, what is it about the live? Because you're playing electronic music. What's the difference between you playing it live and just playing it from a tape recorder?
It's live.
Playing music live is a beautiful, magical thing. Playing music live is a beautiful, magical thing because the person who created it is recreating it in front of your eyes for you. So I think. There's slight differences, and sometimes you mess up, and that makes it more fun. Okay. And I use a lot of loops, so if I mess a loop up, it loops until the end of the song with the mess up in it.
Okay.
Not lubes, loops.
Lube then. Okay. You've got 15 minutes before he's going to play his electronic music.
Okay. Are you an artist or a musician?
I'm a casting director.
You're a casting director.
Yeah, so I find talent.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Which is an interesting job.
Have you found any talent recently?
Loads.
No?
I always find talent. Lots of talent that go off and do wonderful things.
How do you find talent? What's the way to find it?
On the street, I know, bizarrely enough, I go to showcases, go into schools, go to amateur dramatics, and just it's a connection really, just finding and just spotting and getting that intuition when you find something special. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's lots of well-to-do talent that I've spotted from many years ago.
Okay.
That are now doing like Star Wars.
Really?
Things like that,
Star Wars is finished. I thought Star Wars is done.
Did you, the guy that played Obi-Wan Kenobi, did you?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah, that's right.
Alec Guinness.
Yeah.
Here's the historian here, you'll know everything.
Okay, so we're talking about, I don't know if you know Star Wars. Do you know, familiar with Star Wars?
I'm not a fan of it, but...
I'm not a fan either. I'm not either. None of us are fans of Star Wars. That's why we're here, I think, because we're searching for something further, something better than Star Wars, in a way. Thank you.
From our planet to yours, with all the love. I think you need it. I think you need love on your planet.
How do you say thank you in Amalgamian? Say that again?
I would say I'm more than fan of interstellar movies, kind of like that.
Have you got one in particular that you like?
Interstellar.
Interstellar, okay, yes. Okay. Interstellar, what do you think about that as a film?
I've got opinions on that film.
Yeah? Go on, now's the time.
I think it's pretentious wank.
Okay.
I like the music.
Yeah.
It just means like... It thinks it's clever, but it's based on a very simple premise that is flawed.
Yeah.
Matt from Friends.
No.
Yeah. Who's the actor in Interstellar?
Oh my God.
Maybe we'll ask Nikki, who's the actor in Interstellar?
I have absolutely no idea.
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love him. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Did you find him?
Of course.
Okay, well, amazing.
I mean, he found me. He found me, actually.
Okay.
The music is even better than movies, but I love it. The music
is really good. That's one thing but Will was saying the actual film itself is pretentious.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I think he disagrees with me.
Yeah, maybe. Have you seen Interstellar?
No, I just thought in my mind that it's the one with Matt LeBlanc, but... Marsjanie?
Marsjanie.
Nie, chyba nie widziałam. Nie, Marsjanin. Nie widziałam.
Something like that. It's got Mars in the title.
No, but what's the one? Solaris. Have you seen this one? Based on Lem. Yeah.
Okay, Solaris. What do you think about the film Solaris? Is that a better sci-fi?
The original Soviet film or the remake with George Clooney?
Yeah.
Well, the original was great.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a Soviet film.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but I do need to see it.
I mean, are we thinking like wide enough when it comes to sci-fi? Is it just a reflection? We've lost the aliens now, but is it just a reflection of us and who we are? Okay, I sort of feel like this is like I'm losing the thread here. Maybe it's time to get final thoughts. It's time to get final thoughts.
We did final thoughts like 15 minutes.
No, that was just for Lisa. That was for Lisa. And now's the time.
Yeah.
Joanna, dziękuję.
Right.
Okay.
Everyone's running away.
Okay, yeah, right. Okay, let's get final thoughts. We need because we lost the thread here. Let's get some final. Will, final thought.
That's
it.
it.
Come back to you. We'll get other final thoughts, and you'll probably Nikki, give me a final thought.
Oh, a final.
Okay, Porker, give me a final thought. Yeah.
It was great meeting all of you and the aliens, and it felt like an episode of Futurama. Somehow.
Have you changed
It was
at
really
all?
nice.
Have you changed?
I'm changing right now in front of your eyes.
How have you changed?
Look, I'm like just like everything. If you had a mushroom right now, you will see me like changing.
Have you got any mushrooms?
I got a quarter.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay, right. If we had mushrooms right now,
wouldn't that be amazing?
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Whoa. Okay. Final thought, Kane?
Out of all the Star Wars films, only the second one's any good.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that like the second one you've seen, or the second one in the series?
The second in the series, so The Empire Strikes Back, not Star Wars Episode 2. That's a terrible film.
Okay.
I would just like to say that Parasite isn't as good as the Polish nomination to the Oscars. And actually, I would recommend you watching Corpus Christi. Somebody recently, I think they're weirdos.
It's called Body of Christ.
Body of Christ. Oh, is it? Right. Body of Christ. So watch it and let's reconvene.
And you might see some Polish talent.
I'm not sure, but there's a Polish film festival starting soon. See it, like weirdly, somebody that I know. Sorry?
That's the big film in Poland.
I'm going to be in Poland right now because they're like rejecting the LGBT community. Like the people out on the streets. It's really bad.
Okay.
Like, I'm gay and I played in a few gay parties in Warsaw. So I have lots of friends there and I see like the news and it's really sad. It's really sad. Yeah. It's going backwards.
Okay, we got Will's about to start, so we need to get these final thoughts. Nikki, final thought?
Oh, well, basically, I'm just embracing who I am here right now because it's just fantastic, and everybody here is absolutely brilliant, and this is very. Oh, hi.
Have you got final thought before we finish?
So, I'd like to say thank you.
Oh, no, my pleasure. The pleasure. Przemność po mojej stronie, as we say in Poland. I don't know if it works with a circle, but. Final thought?
Final thought. The amazing VJ is starting. So grab yourself a drink and enjoy the show in front of you. Okay. I'm going to gather all the people I can from the building.
Please do. Okay.
And see you soon.
See you in a bit. Okay, final thought?
Love and peace.
Okay.
But not.
What are you really thinking?
I just don't have any original thoughts. I'm enjoying the beer. I've not drunk it for a long time.
Okay.
I'm running on empty here.
Have you got a final thought, Kane? We were going to get you in the middle, but I just felt that it
wasn't really.
It was a difficult one because it was such a sort of like, it was very loosely bound, let's say, and it was a lot of thread tying needed to be done.
It was very kind of like summer festival vibes.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
I mean, I sort of mentioned my final thought was about Star Wars.
Okay, right.
I was holding on.
Yeah, that was such a
every single time I said something, it got shut down.
That was such a crap final thought. I felt
I didn't feel like I could offer much else. The last time I tried to say something about whether we talk about death enough, I got shot down.
Yeah, you got. You died basically.
The thing about.
Do you think that was a reasonable?
I think it was a very astute observation, but the table wasn't ready.
Yeah,
the table
they're not
wasn't
ready.
ready.
I think I'd maybe read the vibe wrong. I don't know what the vibe was.
No one knew. I don't think.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you've got to hit people with these things. I mean, the table wasn't ready. It's my job in a way to get the table ready. But
you were working very hard.
I was working overtime. Yeah.
I could see like a little clock going. Like this.
I mean, because if we're not going to talk about death at 9 o'clock in the evening on a Friday, with a global outbreak happening around us, then when is the time to talk about death?
That is a very good final thought, Kane. We're going to leave it there. Thanks very much. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks everyone for taking part. We're looking forward to hearing Will, electronic maestro, multi-dimensional, multitasker, is about to perform.